To those of you who are creative, living in status quo, God created you to rise above the quo. To those who feel like you don't fit in or have been told that you don't, you're not supposed to, God called you out from the rest. To the one who has felt alone, abandoned, confused, you are not alone. You're not abandoned. And I break confusion off of you. I call out to the creative who's been told your art isn't good enough. God says it's exactly what he intended. To the one who is told what you create isn't art, it's junk. Who told you that? God didn't. He gave you that idea. To those who have been told writing music is a pipe dream, a daydream, without purpose or meaning, your music is the dream that God gave you. It has meaning not only for you, but for those who hear it. And your music creates color on the airwaves of God's intention. I call it to the creative who's been sitting idle, not creating. Rev your engines. Now's the time. Put it in gear. Full speed ahead. Now to the one who sat for hours in front of a blank canvas and nothing comes. Today, grab your brush and paints. Pictures will flood your mind, things you've never seen before, colors you don't even know the names of. Shapes, lines, and images will all come together to tell his story. To the one who used to create, and now you feel as if your creativity has left you, I call it back to you. It's not lost. It's not gone. Seek him first, and it will be added. I call out to the one that feels like their art's locked up. He's already holding your keys, and he's handing them to you right now. For the one whose creative juices have seemed to run dry, be saturated again in his presence. You're not called to create on a deserted island. To one that feels lost in the fog, look up. Here comes the sun. To the poet, the scribe, the wordsmith, the one whose words are all jumbled now, or the words you need seem to hide from you, I say to every crooked place in your mind, be made straight. Every word you need now forms on the tip of your fingers, the tip of your pen. It's resident on the forefront of your mind. A word in its season will bring forth fruit. I call out to the designers, the shoe designers, the clothes designers, the home decorators, each and every designer who has gone without work or worked without pay. I call forth your income. A new man, a new woman worthy of your hire. You will have more work than you can handle. I call the creative who feels confused. Yours is a clear mind right now, and you'll understand your purpose. I call the lost found, the broken mended, the purposeless purposeful. Stir up the paint, stir up the words, stir up the designs, the ideas, the dreams, stir up the gift of God that's in you now. God says stop using the creative gift he's given you to create for your own human purposes. Stop drawing from that place of depression. It's not from him. Stop recreating your illness. He's already healed you. You've been painting in anger, making music according to human emotion. Find this day your joy in him. Find this day your joy in him again and create from that space. Ask him to replace those emotions with everything that he is. Creativity done from a place of pain, cease now. Create from a place of peace, rest, and wholeness in him. In this day, in this moment, God's saying, if you'll create with me, if you'll come into my presence and use the gift I gave you for my purposes, if you'll submit to me your hearts, your hands, I'll display to the world that I am the true creator, the author of all things. I will balance your emotions. I will unlock and use the creative gift in you for the purpose that I intended. So I now call out the generation of creatives just starting to create. This new breed of creatives rising. You know who you are. You know who created you. And you find your creativity in the stillness of being with him. It's full speed ahead now. Create more now and deeper now. More meaning is coming to what you create. Your creation brings healing and carries God's very presence. I call out to those who are just born, who are destined yet to create. Be surrounded now by those who know how to develop that creative gift in you, those who will set you in the presence of God Almighty, so that it's His creativity that flows in and through you. I call out to the creatives not yet born. Be born into your purpose. I call now each and every creative forward right now. You know who you are. I call you forth into your creative purpose, your destiny. You are created to create for His purposes, to testify of Jesus and His handiwork, and to prophesy through your hands. Yours is to heal one heart, two hearts, the masses, anyone who sees His creative work brought forth through you, and that is your purpose. That is your destiny. Don't settle for less. You are created by Him, for Him. Now create in Him, with Him, and unto Him. You were created to create, not to sit and watch the world go by, not to do other things to bide your time. Creating with Him, for Him, and in Him, that is your destiny. I call you forward now. God said He will teach your hands to war and your fingers for battle. You are called to war, to battle for Him, to wage war against the enemy on behalf of others, through who His creative gifts rest on you and flow through you. And therein lies your purpose. Let me read that last part one more time. God said He will teach your hands to war, your fingers for battle. You were called to war, to battle for Him, to wage war against the enemy on behalf of others, through His creative gifts resting on you and flowing through you. Therein lies your purpose. That is the creative call out today. I encourage you to share it with others, with those that you know are creatives. And stay tuned. I hope to come and see you more here on Facebook Live. Thank you for your time this morning. I pray you have a great day, and comment. Let me know what you think.